Okay, so I've been thinking about this, and it's actually keeping me up, which is ridiculous because I have actual real-life things to worry about. But I can't stop replaying the dynamic between Trina Robinson and Jocelyn Jacks in my head. Like the vibe shift, it's palpable. It's weird. It's actually kind of stressing me out. Basically, here's what's bugging me. Are they even friends anymore? I mean, obviously they are. They're besties. They live together. They're Joss and Trina, the dynamic duo or whatever. But lately, it feels like they're just existing in the same space. Like ships in the night. That phrase is so cliche, I know, and I hate using it, but it's the only thing that fits right now. They're roommates, sure, but are they roommates? You know what I mean? Like, when was the last time they just sat down and ate pizza and complained about boys without, 15 layers of subtext and secrets hanging in the air? I can't even remember. Maybe last year, or before the whole Esme thing. God, that feels like a lifetime ago. And okay, wait, let me back up, because I'm jumping ahead. The main reason I think is this whole Jocelyn in the WSB situation, which by the way is still the wildest plot twist to me. Jocelyn Jacks, WSB side hustle. I mean, it makes sense if you look at her genetics, right? Jax Carly. Chaos and spies are basically in her DNA. But still, she's got this whole double life going on, and she has to be airtight about it. Like CIA level airtight. And she's doing a good job, I think. Or maybe she's just lucky. But the point is, she keeps her mouth shut. She has to. But here's the thing that I keep getting stuck on. Trina isn't stupid. In fact, Trina is probably the smartest person in Port Charles half the time, except maybe for, well, actually no, she's definitely smarter than most of the adults. So there's no way she hasn't noticed that Joss is acting weird. You don't live with someone, share a bathroom with someone, and not notice when their entire schedule and vibe changes. Joss is disappearing at odd hours. She's probably taking calls from Jack Brennan, which, don't even get me started on Brennan yet. I'll get to him in a minute, and she's just distant. If you ask me, and I know nobody is asking, I'm just typing this into the void, Trina absolutely knows something is up. She has to, but she hasn't said anything yet. Why? Maybe because she's been distracted? Yeah, actually that tracks. Trina has been totally wrapped up in her own drama lately. The whole Willow Tate Kane saga, I mean, that situation was a lot. It consumed her. So maybe Trina just hasn't had the bandwidth to scrutinize Joss's calendar. She's been dealing with life or death emotional stuff, trying to save people, being the moral compass, the usual Trina Robinson workload. But now. Okay, so now things are winding down with Willow. That situation is out of Trina's hands. It's done. Or at least it's settled enough that Trina can breathe again. And you know what happens when someone like Trina, someone who is naturally curious and empathetic, and let's be real, a bit of a snooper when she needs to be, gets bored. She looks for the next puzzle. She looks for something to stick her nose into. And right now, the biggest puzzle in her life is sleeping in the next room. It's actually kind of funny in a dark way. Joss probably appreciates the distance. She's like, great, Trina is busy. I don't have to explain why I'm meeting a shady handler in a parking garage. Joss wants it this way. She needs to conceal this huge part of her life. It's not just about privacy. It's about safety. It's about national security, or whatever the WSB does. Do they even know what they do? Sometimes I feel like the WSB is just making it up as they go along, but that's a different rant. But Trina likes connection. She likes transparency. Remember how much she hated it when Spencer kept secrets? God, the Spencer stuff? Anyway, not going there. Point is, Trina values honesty. So this silence from Joss, it's not going to sit right with her for long. Now that the Willow distraction is fading, Trina's going to start looking at Joss and realizing the math isn't mathing. And this is where it gets messy. Really messy. Because Joss isn't just hiding a boyfriend or a bad grade. She's embroiled in this thing with the book. The Crystalline Conspiracy. Okay, pause. Can we talk about this book for a second? The Crystalline Conspiracy? It sounds like a bad ADS sci-fi novel you'd find in a bargain bin, but apparently it's the key to everything. And Joss found it at Windermere. Windermere. Why is everything always at Windermere? That place is cursed. I swear, if I ever set foot on Spoon Island, I'd probably trip over a secret flash drive or a resurrected villain within 5 minutes. So Joss finds this book at Windermere, right? and she's trying to figure out why it was there. And now that she knows the story behind it, which is still kind of vague to me, but clearly important, it's consuming her. It's perplexing. It's intriguing. It's exactly the kind of rabbit hole Joss loves to go down because she thinks she's invincible. But here's the kicker, Anna Devane is missing. Like, actually gone. And we know, or at least we suspect, that this is all connected. The book Windermere Anna, the WSB. It's all one big spider web. And Joss is smack in the middle of it. Jack Brennan? Okay, back to Brennan. He's trying to shield Joss. That's what he says, right. He's keeping her away from Agent Ross Cullum, which on the surface sounds nice. Protective, like a mentor. But do we trust Brennan? I mean, really, the guy is slippery. I feel like he's shielding her 1 minute, and then he's going to use her as bait the next. He might end up needing her help more than he thought. He's trying to piece together Cullum's role in Anna's disappearance, and if he hits a wall, he's going to turn to Joss. He won't have a choice. And Joss, being Joss, isn't going to say, no, sorry, I have a chem midterm. She's going to say, put me in coach. If Joss is at the center of this situation with Anna and Cullum, it is absolutely going to consume her. Again, just like the Dex stuff did, just like the Sunny stuff always does, Joss doesn't do things halfway. She obsesses. And this is where the lie comes in. The cover story. Joss is claiming she stumbled upon the Crystalline Conspiracy in the PCU library. Which, okay, weak. That is a weak lie, Joss. Who finds a mysterious espionage thriller with ties to Caesar Faison in a university library stack? I mean, maybe, but it's flimsy. She's using that story so she can ask around about the book without raising red flags. She needs to talk to people like Liesl Obrecht. Oh my god, Obrecht. Can you imagine Joss trying to pump Liesl Obrecht for information about Caesar Faison without Obrecht immediately realizing something is up? Liesl is a human lie detector. She's going to look at Joss and see right through that I'm just doing a research paper nonsense. But Joss has to try because she needs to know about Faison. Faison. We are talking about Caesar Faison in 2026. The man haunts this town from the grave. Or is he dead? No, he's dead. Definitely dead. I think... Wait, did they save his brain? No, that was... someone else? I can't keep track of the brains. Anyway, his legacy is obviously tied to this book. So, Joss is running around playing spy, lying about libraries, interrogating Obrecht, or trying to... and worrying about Jack Brennan and Ross Cullum. She is stressed. She is busy. She is secretive. And then there's Trina. Trina, who just finished her own drama. Trina, who is sitting on the couch, maybe drinking tea, watching Joss run in and out with a frantic look in her eyes. Trina, who has a literal knack for solving crimes lately. She's basically Nancy Drew with better fashion sense. Do you really think Trina is going to buy the PCU library story? Here's how I see it playing out in my head. Joss comes home, drops her bag, tries to act normal. Trina asks, hey, where were you? Joss says library. Studying. Trina sees the book. What's that? Joss says. Oh, just some old book I found for a project. The Crystalline Conspiracy. And Trina. Trina is going to pause because Trina notices details. Maybe she sees the dust on it is from Windermere. Is Windermere dust different? Probably. It probably smells like sadness and rich people. Or maybe she just senses Joss's heart rate spike. Trina is going to start posing the right questions. Not accusatory at first. Just, oh, what's it about? Why that book? Since when are you interested in Cold War spy novels? And Joss is going to have to dodge. She's going to have to lie to her best friend's face. Again and again. And Trina is going to get curious. She's going to look for something to do, and solving the mystery of why my best friend is acting like a weirdo is the perfect project. She might start looking into the book herself. She might Google it. She might ask her connections. Can you imagine if Trina solves the mystery before Joss does? Or if Trina accidentally stumbles into the path of Ross Cullum because she's following Joss? That scares me. That actually terrifies me. Because Joss has Brennan maybe looking out for her. Trina doesn't. Trina is going in blind. And frankly, Joss is going to hate it. She's going to feel so guilty, but also so defensive. She'll be like, Trina, stop asking questions. And Trina will be like, why won't you talk to me? It's going to cause this huge rift. It's tragic, really. They used to tell each other everything. And now Joss is living this high-stakes thriller life, and Trina is on the outside looking in, thinking maybe Joss just doesn't want to hang out with her. But the reality is Joss is trying to save, well, Anna, the world herself. I don't even know what the endgame of the Crystalline Conspiracy is yet. I keep going back to the Anna Devane element. If Anna is missing and this book is the clue, then the stakes are astronomical. This isn't just Sunny is mad at someone. This is WSB international spy stuff. Joss is in over her head. She thinks she can handle Brennan, she thinks she can handle the truth about Faison, but she's just a college student. A college student with a side hustle in espionage, sure, but still. And Jack Brennan. I really can't figure him out. He shields her from Cullum, but why is Joss an asset to him? Or does he actually care? It's hard to tell with him. He's so charming, but in that I might kill you way. If he needs Joss's help to find Anna, he's going to drag her deeper, and the deeper she goes, the harder it will be to hide from Trina. Trina's knack for solving crimes mentioned in the spoilers, that's the key phrase. It's not just that she's curious, it's that she's good at it. She's gonna pull on a thread, maybe the book title, maybe a name. Joss drops by accident and the whole sweater is gonna unravel. And poor Joss, she's going to be dodging her best gal pal at every turn. Literal dodging. Ducking into classrooms, ignoring texts, coming home late. It's gonna be so awkward at the dorm or apartment. Wait, where are they living now? I think they're still roommates, yeah. The spoilers say roommates. I worry about their friendship. I really do. Because secrets like this, they rot things. And if Trina finds out Joss has been lying about something this big, something involving Anna and Wynemere and danger, Trina's going to be hurt. She's gonna feel like Joss didn't trust her.